Hi everyone, hope you are having a good day. So for the past 3 months, I have been extensively using Claude Code. It is currently my favorite AI coding tools out there. It has so many cool features, and one of the most useful one is the ability to add MCPs, where you can connect Claude Code to a third-party MCP server, so your AI can talk to those services and do a bunch of operations, right? So here are some of the examples what MCP can do, like implementing new features where you can probably connect Claude Code with Jira and GitHub, so it can check the issues from Jira, create the features, and push changes to GitHub. And there are so many other great use cases that can make your life so much easier. So in this video, I will share how you can add MCP server into Claude Code and share a quick example how this can be helpful in real world scenarios. I am currently on my terminal right now, so let's just initialize Claude. And here you can just write slash to see all the options available to you. So if you just write MCP, you can see the option to manage MCP servers. As you can see right now, I don't have any MCP servers configured, so it's giving this warning. So we can just go to this docs and learn how we can add MCP servers. Now from here, let's go to installation section. Here you will see three main options how you can add the MCP servers. This one is for local if you're running something locally, but for us we will use the HTTP method. For the most part, any remote servers will support this, but if not, you also have options for SSE. Here you can see a real example of how you can connect with Notion. You just have to pass the server name and the server URL. For Notion, it's mcp.notion.com/mcp. There are thousands of MCP servers out there. There are also a bunch of registry websites where you can find a lot of these MCP servers. For example, the one I like is Pulse MCP. So just go to the MCP servers. And here you will see documentation for thousands of MCP servers. And I think they do a good job with keeping them updated. So if you just scroll down, you will see a bunch of these MCP servers. Like this one is for GitHub. There is also AWS documentation. So for this video, we will use Neon, which is a Postgres database. So let's just search for Neon. And this one is the official one. Here you can see some of the data points, like how many weekly downloads it has, last released, the MCP endpoints. Unfortunately, looks like they haven't updated this in a while, so there is no option for the HTTP server. We only have the SSE. So let's just search for Neon MCP and we can get the URL from their official docs. Now from here, let's go to connect MCP clients. Now here you will see a few popular MCP clients. We are using Claude Code. Now we have a detailed documentation how we can add Neon into our Claude Code. If you see this command Claude MCP add transport HTTP Neon and the Neon MCP server, you might realize this matches with how it was described in the Claude's documentation. The only difference is instead of Notion, we will be using Neon. So let's just copy this, go to our terminal, exit this, paste. So Neon MCP is added. Now if you just enter Claude, now if you write /mcp, Neon MCP failed. Why? So we just need to authenticate this, approve, and it is asking for the permissions like creating projects, reading projects, modifying projects, and bunch of other stuff. If you are okay with all this, just authorize. Authentication successful. Now if we go back to our terminal, run MCP again, you can see Neon is connected. You can press enter to see the details. And here you will see all the options available to you through the Neon MCP. You can check all your projects, organizations, create new projects, and bunch of other stuff, right? Now let's see how it can help you in a real world scenario. So inside Neon, I have a Postgres database for my project. If I show you, let's go to my Neon account. So this is the database of Retro UI. It's one of my project. If you go to tables, you will see all the tables I have for Retro UI. Now let's say I want to see my database schema from Claude Code. I can go to Claude. Now here I can just ask get all the table names from Retro UI database. Now since we have added Neon with Claude Code, it knows everything about my database. So you can see it's asking for permission to run this command. Yes. Now you can see it listed all the tables names that we have in my database. Now you might be thinking, how is this useful? Well, imagine this. Let's say you are working on a new project and I have this database and my new project is based on Prisma and you need a Prisma schema, right? Now you can easily ask Claude to create a Prisma schema for you. So you can just tell him something like create a Prisma schema based on this database. And you can see it's running a bunch of commands that is available to you through the MCP server. Looks like everything is going good so far. Think we are done with the first task. Now it's asking me to create the Prisma schema file, and you can see the schema here. Everything looks good, so let's say yes. Looks like it was successful. Let's open up the project. And you can see we have a schema.prisma file. Like I can see the user have name, email, avatar URL, if it's a pro or not, which is a boolean field, our product table, purchase table, web page tables, block category tables, which matches with exactly how we have in our database. So pretty cool, right? And that's how you can easily add a bunch of other MCP servers and do a bunch of cool stuff. So yeah, do check it out if you haven't yet, and let me know what you think. And if you want to see me make more videos like this, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.